for the opportunity to address this historic gathering. It is truly a testament to the impressive work of Dan Diker and Yehiel Leiter and the Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs that representatives of more than 20 countries are here. This is an essential collection of delegates and thinkers, and one that I'm certain will lead to great results for Israel, for the Middle East, for the nations of Africa, and for the world. As we approach the quarter mark of the 21st century, we stand at the precipice of regional change. Looking back, our countries have been rocked by cataclysmic events that reshaped our expectations and altered the expected paths of our nations. The attacks of 9/11, the U.S. invasion of Iraq, the growing threat of nuclear proliferation, the Arab Spring turning into the Arab Winter, Yemen, Syria, and Libya consumed by a decade of civil war, the spread of ISIS throughout the Middle East and Africa. And as we've discussed this morning, we've also witnessed the Abraham Accords, a monumental achievement that melted away 70 years of frozen hostility and shattered a paradigm of regional diplomacy. In tandem with great efforts by the United States, Israel established diplomatic relationships with the UAE, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan. This diplomatic coup demonstrates that mutual goals and cooperation can bring about regional cooperation. The Abraham Accords bring about a level of stability and cooperation to the Middle East that has not been seen since the fall of the Ottoman Empire over a century ago. I was just in the UAE and Bahrain and witnessed firsthand how collaboration between Israel and the nations of the Gulf are helping to create a flourishing, prosperous, and promising future. We heard from the entrepreneurs who spoke about the new financial MOUs between governments and between Israeli and Emirati high-tech firms. We heard in Bahrain about the amazing cooperation between the U.S., Israeli, and Bahraini militaries that are providing an exponentially greater level of security and safety for the region. As a testament to the Accords also bringing countries closer to America, I also visited the UAE space program just days before their first astronaut participated in a NASA launch. The Abraham Accords provide a model for regional cooperation between the Middle East and Africa. In a time of shifting alliances and global instability, new relationships and partnerships will mutually benefit all involved and help us to prepare for the challenges we face in the future. Collaboration and friendship between Israel and countries in the Middle East and Africa is of the utmost importance to Jewish leaders in the United States. As you'll hear in the next panel, there's a long history of Israeli efforts to collaborate with and provide aid to the nations of Africa. From the earliest years of statehood, Israel's leaders were moved by compelling desire to share the knowledge gained from Israel's own development experience. David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, believed that, quote, the principles of mutual assistance and equality should also constitute the basis for international relations between people and must be based on the solidarity of all human beings derived from fraternity and mutual assistance in every sphere of life, the economic, the social, and the scientific, unquote. Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir, one of Israel's great strategic thinkers, saw enormous potential in these relationships and helped to found Mashav, Israel's Agency for International Development Cooperation, in 1957. As African nations achieved independence not long after Israel, after Europe's decolonization, these new nations were experiencing the same challenges Israel was facing. Mashav continues to this day to share the know-how and technologies that provided the basis for Israel's own rapid development and other developing countries. As the United States and global organizations focus on environmental issues and water scarcity, the lessons Israel has learned and its partnerships with your countries and others have changed hundreds of thousands of lives. The innovations that stemmed from these partnerships are transforming the world. And certainly there is much that African nations can share with Israel, such that it will be a true win-win scenario for all involved. The Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, which is the umbrella organization for 53 national Jewish organizations, has long supported ties between the United States, Israel, African countries, and Jewish leaders. We've sent delegations for high-level meetings with governmental leaders, as well as on-the-ground education about the challenges and opportunities that each country faces. We embrace the opportunity to discuss how the American Jewish community can act as a bridge between African nations, Israel, and the United States. The American Jewish community is strongly committed to continuing the work of building robust and durable relationships as we appreciate the value of steadiness and security in a time when the ground seems to be constantly shifting beneath our feet. A Middle East and Africa bound by new partnerships and relationships, strengthened by projects that promote mutual benefit, is a source of stability for the region and the world. We in the American Jewish community are ready to assist making this vision a reality and believe that it is in the best interest of the United States that these benefits bear fruit. The Middle East, after the normalization of relations brought on by the Abraham Accords, is starkly different from the region beforehand. We've seen new ground broken in every type of economic, environmental, diplomatic, and social field, with the hope that these advances benefit and spread throughout the world. We look to you to act as evangelists for this new vision in each of your home countries, just as I will go back to Washington, D.C. to spread this message to those who need to hear it. We have a chance at new friendships and a prosperous and stable future. Now is the time to make this future into reality, a reality that will lift up the trilateral relations between your countries, Israel, and the United States. Thank you again for the opportunity to address you. I look forward to engaging with you all today and throughout. Please be in touch with me when you come to Washington. I'd love to engage and interact with you. I look forward to a bright and collaborative future for us all as we look forward to the months and years ahead. Thank you again.